Once upon a time, in a small town, there was an old teacher named Mrs. Luma. Her clothes were simple, her life was quiet, but her smile never faded. She lived alone, with no riches, no big house, no car, yet she was known as the happiest person in the town. Many of her students whispered, "How can she be happy? She has nothing. She walks to school every day, eats the same bread and soup, and has no family, yet her eyes shine with peace." One day, a young student named Arun walked up to her after class. He looked tired, his shoulders heavy, his face filled with frustration. "Teacher," he sighed, "why do I feel so miserable? I have books, friends, even a family who supports me. Yet I feel empty. I fail sometimes, I compare myself to others, and I always think my life is not enough. But you have so little, and still you smile. Why?" Mrs. Luma looked at him with kind eyes. "Sit here with me, Arun. I will show you something." Suddenly, she took a stack of heavy books from her desk and placed them in his school bag. "Now, carry this bag everywhere you go today," she said. Confused, Arun obeyed. He walked with the bag on his back through the hallways, into the yard, and down the street. Soon his back began to ache. His breath grew heavy. By evening, he dropped the bag before her, frustrated. "Teacher, this is too heavy. It slowed me down. It made me tired. Why did you give this to me?" Mrs. Luma smiled gently. "And so it is with your heart. Every complaint, every worry, every comparison you carry is like a heavy book. The more you carry, the harder life feels. Happiness is not about how much you achieve or own. It is about what you set down. Gratitude lightens the heart." Arun sat quietly, her words sinking deep. Meanwhile, another student came by. He had no lunch that day. Mrs. Luma opened her small lunchbox, just bread and soup, and shared half with him. Arun was shocked. "But teacher, you already had so little. Why give away your last food?" Mrs. Luma's eyes sparkled. "Because joy is not in keeping, but in giving. Gratitude turns little into enough, and enough, when shared, becomes abundance. Even in my emptiness, I find happiness in giving." After some time, Arun began to see life differently. He looked at his books not as burdens, but as blessings. He looked at his classmates not as rivals, but as companions. He realized happiness is not about scoring the highest, or having the newest shoes, or being the most popular. It is about being grateful, letting go of complaints, and finding joy in every situation. As time passed, his friends noticed. Arun smiles more now. He doesn't complain about exams as much. He studies with peace. And when they asked him why, he simply replied, "Because my teacher taught me to drop the heavy books in my heart." This story teaches us something precious. Happiness is not about having the easiest exams, the highest grades, or the most friends. Happiness comes from gratitude, from letting go of complaints, and from sharing what you have. From today, promise yourself, when studies feel hard, remember education is a gift many do not have. When you feel poor, look at the blessings you already carry. When you feel small, remember kindness makes you great. Happiness is not waiting in the future, after grades, after success, after wealth. Happiness is here, now, when you choose gratitude. So no matter your situation, exams, failures, or struggles, choose gratitude, choose peace, and you will always find happiness. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend who needs hope today. And remember to subscribe for more stories that inspire, encourage, and remind you of life's deeper truths.